continue your journey. That is a message that I got from the universe today for all of our Capricorns. Hi, my name is Carley. Welcome to Divine Cosmic Readings. And if you're new here, I do things a little differently. I get a message from the universe and then I pull some tarot cards just to get the overall theme. If you would please like and subscribe, it really helps me out a lot to reach the people that I need to reach. If this resonates with you at all, please leave a comment down below. I like to interact with people who I reach. And we're going to go ahead and get started with the Tower. For this reading today, the Tower can mean many things, but for this reading in particular, I'm going to go ahead and say that this is along the lines of you're feeling more negative than positive. You're going to experience maybe, again, it feels like maybe your world is crumbling down around you. Maybe you're going through something that is quite traumatic for you. Maybe a passing, maybe a loss of a job, loss of a friend. It can be really anything. But I have a feeling with the Tower that it's more along the lines of like you feel your world is crumbling, like your tower is crumbling. Like, you were up here and now you're all the way down here. Your tower crumbled. So that's how I feel today for some of our Capricorns out there. I got the words empty, lost, and alone. And one word in particular that goes into the Nine of Swords. The last word that I got was pressure. Now, for some of you out there who know, Capricorn is the animal for the Capricorn is the sea goat. What the mental image that I got was the sea goat traveling through the ocean alone, and you felt almost kind of like the pressure of the water, and like, you didn't really feel it's almost kind of like, you know how some people who they innately are, is like they feel pressured with crowds, or they feel pressure with new things. For you, you feel pressure whenever you're alone. You feel pressure when you're alone. You feel pressure whenever, I'm hearing no purpose. When you don't have a purpose, maybe. You think you don't. That's basically the Nine of Swords. It's like, you feel quite, I keep wanting to say bogged down, like, quite, again, pressurized, where you're feeling the feelings of like, you're being pressed down on. Like, your negative emotions are just like pressing down on you, like the expanse of the ocean is just pressing down on you. Those negative emotions are like that. And this is really telling you, you need to seek help. You need to seek help either professionally or with a friend who you trust implicitly, or a family member. It just depends who you trust. If you don't really trust anyone in your social circle or familial ties, professional help, it's looked down on, but I really do think professional help in this instance is important. Which leads to the Two of Wands. Now this one here, I really get the sense that you're feeling called to travel, like either spiritually, I think in both ways, like spiritually and physically, you're feeling the need to travel, to basically like almost kind of find yourself, because the next thing that I have, or the last thing that I have here, it says you will find them. That is what I got from the universe, was you will find them. Now, who you need to find, or, is it a community maybe? Like, only you know. Maybe you're looking for a specific community for something in your life. Maybe you're looking for something romantically or a best friend. It just depends on what you're going through. And only you know what you're going through. Only you know what you need. So it all just depends. So that is what I got for those three. Let's see what the universe says here. If the universe will say anything here. What about this situation? Can we see more about this situation, please? Again, maybe you just had someone either like move away, either you had a passing in the family or a friend, loss of a job. Like either way, you've lost something. You feel lost and you feel alone. So that's what we're going to see here today. Okay. The first one that I have is the constellation Aquila, which has to do with power. You feel like your power has been stolen from you. Like you feel just almost kind of like drained. I'm not like drained, but more along the lines of, I'm hearing defeated. You feel defeated, like nothing really matters now. And again, that's where it goes to professional help. Maybe you need some professional help in your life if you don't have anyone that you trust. You feel defeated, and here it's telling you I'm hearing wrest the power back, like W-R-E-S-D, rest, like get that power back. I know it's a tall order whenever you're feeling like you are now, like, you know, like nothing matters and the negative feelings. Which kind of brings me to the constellation of Cancer, which is distraction. This lets me know that something is distracting you. Something is keeping you occupied. Maybe it is those negative emotions. Maybe it is someone in your life who's keeping you occupied with something, or keeps reminding you of these negative feelings. And then lastly, I have the constellation of Gemini, which is rescue. Now here, this is along the lines of like, you can't rescue anyone who doesn't want to be rescued. So this is basically telling me that this is all your choice. You can take this for what it is, which is advice and guidance from the universe, or you can just still, I heard wallow, you can wallow. And again, I don't know what's going on in your life, so I don't want to attempt to be rude. Again, I keep saying I am just the mouthpiece here. So I just heard wallow. And again, maybe the universe is asking you, like, you know, they're seeing how down you are, how low you are, and they're telling you, you know, seek help, because it all starts with you. It literally all starts with you. So you can change that mindset from nothing matters to what do I have to look forward to in the future? Because you do have things to look forward to in the future. You may think you don't now, but you do. Again, what? Keep asking about this distraction. What about the distraction? What is this distraction? Okay, nothing with that. I'll try this one. What is the distraction? Who or what is distracting us? You're seeking help. Oh my gosh. This is the 4th time in a row. The 4th video in a row. I've got sorrow. Again, so I'm getting the feeling that something has happened here. Something, again, is more along the terms of like maybe a passing. I'm getting the feeling that someone has passed that you were very close to. Maybe someone who really represented, like, heard the term anchor. They were your anchor in life. They were your anchor in life. And now you don't have that anchor. And this is your distraction. Your sorrow is your distraction. And the universe and me are not saying do not feel the sorrow. But what we are saying is that don't let it take over. Don't let it be your whole life at the moment. You know, it is healthy to take time and to feel your feelings, but don't let it be. Don't let it consume you, is what I just heard. Don't let it consume you. Which brings me to passion. This is the universe asking you to find a passion again, to find, maybe this goes in line with the 2 of Wands. You know, maybe you're being called to either travel spiritually or physically to, you know, see what's out there, see what the world has to offer. Because maybe you're not really finding a passion where you're at right now. Maybe you need to travel to other places to figure out, you know, again, what the world has to offer and what you have to offer back. Which brings me to freedom. So I do have a feeling that once you do take time for yourself, take time to either travel or do whatever you need to do, you will find a freedom. You will find freedom again. I keep hearing breakthrough. You'll have a certain type of breakthrough. Like you'll find that purpose, that passion again. I'm trying to think. I'm hearing starting point. So again, like maybe your starting point is asking for help. Like again, familial, romantic, professional, in any type of capacity. Maybe that is your starting point in asking for help. But yeah, see? Both of these, the shepherd and the pathless. The shepherd, celebration and family. The pathless, difficult decisions and lack of direction. This is you right now. This is you. You have difficult decisions. You have no path. You feel like you have no path. But how you start. Ask for help with your family. Either your actual blood family or people you consider family. Because you think that no one's there for you right now. I have a feeling that's what you think. You think that no one's there. But they are. Like, no one understands. What's that? Like, no one understands me. Yeah. The captain taking command and teamwork. It takes more than just you. It starts with you, but it takes more than just you. You have to take command. You have to tell yourself, I'm not going to be defeated by this, which is how you feel. Yeah. The priest, this is talking. The priest, which is perseverance and faith. You have to persevere. You have to have faith that everything will be better. Everything is happening not for a reason, but more everything has its own time. Everything has its own time. And you have reached that. You reach that knowledge point. I keep hearing that knowledge point. You've reached that knowledge point where, you know how when you're a child and you think to yourself, oh, my parents are going to be around forever. Oh, my grandparents, my friends, my family, they're all going to be around forever and we're all going to live happily ever after. You know, but now you're at that point where that knowledge has sunk in that everything has its time and everything passes away. I do get this one, the Alchemist, which is balance, invention, and destruction. Again, it comes back to everything has its time. With the balance and invention, I think this is the universe asking you to find it. Again, you will find them. It's asking you to find that balance. Invent yourself again. Because, you know, you're not just one thing your whole life. You're not. People grow, people change. So they're asking you, again, you feel like you've lost your purpose. You feel defeated. But the universe is asking you to invent yourself again. You know, maybe to travel, seek help, maybe travel, and maybe, you know, just seek advice from people who may know what you're who make him relate to what you're feeling. I like this one, the Musician, which is inspiration and gratitude. Be thankful for the time that you had with that person or that thing, which is what I'm sensing. Like, you know, you feel that your time was cut short. You feel like your time was cut short. But the universe is telling you, no, you had the perfect amount of time with that person or that thing. And also, I always say this because I'm a very musical person. You can find healing through music. Maybe there was a song or there was a certain type of music that, you know, got you through hard times, that really helped you, like, you know, take your mind off something. Or maybe there was a song or a type of music that this person or this thing you associated with that. And you can find healing through it. Again, that's what music is for me. Because music, we don't know this, or a lot of people don't know it, but music is healing when it comes to negativity. Like, you experience negativity, but then people find healing through music. It actually brings people together. So maybe this is the universe's way of kind of like with the captain, like teamwork with the hands, you know, clasping hands. And then there's these twin lights. You know, I just get the feeling that it will help you connect. Like, music is going to help you connect with people in general, not just with your family, but with people in general. You know, maybe you're a music lover like me and you find commonality with people through music. Trying to see if there's any other message, either through runes or just direct communication through me. I'm hearing no and done. I also heard that they're very proud of me, because this is a gigantic spread here. I've never had a spread this big. And they're saying that I interpreted it perfectly. So that they're very proud of me for reaching the person I needed to reach. Okay. I'm not hearing anything, so I'm hearing done. And that is what I have for all of our Capricorns out there today. Again, please like and subscribe. It really helps me reach people I need to reach. If this resonated with you at all, please leave a comment down below. If not, perfectly fine. I wish many, many happy things upon you guys and joy for the rest of your days. And I will see you guys next time for the collective reading, and I will see you later. Bye.